Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. After a record-breaking Royal Rumble Premium Live event, Triple H regime is now moving toward Elimination Chamber 2025. Tonight's episode of WWE Raw will be the first show following the Royal Rumble PLE, making things even more interesting. Amid this, there is a possibility that on the orders of Triple H, Raw General Manager Adam Pearce could ban former Universal Champion Seth Rollins from the show. The Visionary participated in this year's Men's Royal Rumble match alongside major names like CM Punk, Roman Reigns, John Cena, and others. Rollins immediately targeted the best in the world as soon as he entered. However, things took a turn for the worse when he tried to eliminate the original tribal chief, only to be eliminated himself by the voice of the voiceless. Shortly after, Punk, Rollins, and Reigns were all eliminated, leading to a chaotic brawl at ringside. During the altercation, Seth even delivered a curb stomp to Roman on the steel steps before leaving the arena. Due to this aggressive behavior, Adam Pearce may ban Rollins from tonight's show, especially if Triple H orders it. The rationale behind this move could be to ensure a fair Elimination Chamber qualifying match between CM Punk and Sami Zayn, preventing any interference from the former Universal Champion. This would allow the game to ensure that Rollins does not create chaos either during the show or in the Punk vs. Zayn match. While this scenario is still speculative, banning Seth from Raw tonight could further escalate tensions in this ongoing rivalry. Additionally, it might help the company begin a potential transition for Seth into a villainous character. The rest remains to be seen as to how the storyline progresses. Now that we have officially kicked off the road to WrestleMania 41, following the events of Royal Rumble 2025, there is a strong possibility that Triple H will soon book Seth Rollins in a qualifying match for Elimination Chamber 2025. John Cena has already confirmed his spot, and it is likely that Punk will defeat Sami Zayn on tonight's Raw to secure his spot as well. Later, the competition may come down to the Visionary and Roman Reigns, with both stars potentially qualifying for the match. This would lead to Seth, Roman, and Punk all competing inside the Elimination Chamber. However, if they fail to win the bout, it could set up a triple threat match between them at Mania 41. If Triple H indeed books this blockbuster triple threat match at Mania, it could easily become one of the most anticipated bouts of the Showcase of the Immortals. Introduction. In the world of professional wrestling, the WWE has always been a hub of exciting storylines, high-stakes drama, and unexpected twists. One of the most compelling and dynamic storylines that could unfold on WWE's Monday Night Raw is the possibility of Adam Pearce, WWE's authority figure, taking drastic action against a former Universal Champion, with Triple H himself giving the orders. The WWE Universe is no stranger to authority figures making big decisions to either enhance or disrupt the flow of a storyline. But what happens when a former champion, who has transcended the company and taken its narrative to new heights, is forced to sit on the sidelines for an extended period? This speculative exploration will dive deep into the rationale behind such a decision, the impact it could have on Raw, the long-term effects on the wrestler in question, and the broader implications for WWE's creative direction. Adam Pearce's role in WWE and the authority figure dynamic. Adam Pearce is known within WWE for his role as an on-screen authority figure, the WWE official and matchmaker on Raw. In the storyline, Pearce has been positioned as the one who handles the business side of operations, making decisions that affect the roster's matches, contracts, and actions on weekly broadcasts. As such, Pearce often finds himself in uncomfortable positions, dealing with wrestlers who challenge his authority, demanding certain opportunities, or acting out of line with the company's expectations. Pearce's character often reflects the real-world bureaucracy behind professional wrestling. He represents the middle management figure caught between higher-ups, such as Triple H or Vince McMahon, and the talent roster. Pearce's decisions are typically motivated by the pressure of trying to satisfy both the roster and the executives. This duality makes his character both a villain and a necessary figure on the show, as he is forced to make tough decisions that the fans may not always agree with. The question then becomes, what happens when Pearce is ordered to make a decision that challenges his character's motivations and takes his authority to the next level? Triple H influence over WWE's creative direction. Triple H, the Executive Vice President of Global Talent Strategy and Development, has long been an influential figure in WWE's creative decisions, particularly since taking on a prominent role in overseeing NXT. Triple H's role in WWE extends far beyond his days as a wrestler, and his current position has granted him the power to make significant creative decisions that impact the product at large. In recent years, Triple H has been known for his methodical approach to storytelling, building long-term arcs, and focusing on the evolution of talent. Under his leadership, NXT flourished as a brand dedicated to cultivating new superstars, offering a more character-driven, wrestling-focused product that stood in contrast to the main roster's high-profile spectacle. However, the integration of NXT talent into the main roster has been a complicated issue for WWE, and as Triple H continues to ascend within the company, the influence he wields could lead to a reshaping of Raw's entire landscape. Given his ambitious vision for WWE, it's entirely plausible that Triple H could give an order like banning a former Universal Champion from Raw, seeing it as a way to shake things up, create a new narrative, or remove a former top talent from the show. The rationale could be varied, whether it's due to backstage politics, a need for fresh talent, or a way to create a sense of unpredictability in the show's storyline. Why would Triple H want to ban a former Universal Champion from Raw? The banishment of a former WWE Universal Champion from Raw could stem from several possible motivations within the storyline. 1. Punishing unprofessional behavior. One plausible reason for banning a former Universal Champion could be a storyline rooted in punishment. The former champion in question may have committed actions that undermine the integrity of Raw, whether it's breaking company rules, refusing to follow orders from management, or causing chaos behind the scenes. Triple H, as a figure of authority, could decide that this individual no longer represents the standard expected of a champion. Given the chaotic nature of WWE storylines, it's not out of the question for a superstar to engage in behavior that puts their career at risk, such as alienating management or causing backstage controversies. A ban would then serve as an effective narrative tool to remove this star from the spotlight, at least temporarily, as a means of teaching them a lesson in humility or loyalty to the company. 2. Shifting focus to new talent. WWE is known for its relentless drive to introduce new talent to the main roster. The company has invested heavily in the development of up-and-coming superstars, and one of Triple H's main objectives has been to bring fresh faces into the fold, creating new rivalries and championships. A former Universal Champion might be seen as an obstacle to these new stars getting the opportunity they deserve. If Triple H decides to banish a former champion, it could be an intentional creative move to spotlight newer wrestlers, particularly those who are struggling to break through the ceiling or find their footing in WWE. This decision would shift the spotlight away from the veteran and place the focus on the rising stars, allowing them the freedom to grow without being overshadowed by the former champion's established legacy. 3. Creating a sense of authority and control. Another possible reason for this drastic decision is Triple H's desire to project control and authority over the entire roster. By banning a former Universal Champion, Triple H would not only send a message to the rest of the roster that no one is above the company's rules, but he would also reinforce his role as the final arbiter of decisions in WWE. This would allow Triple H to solidify his control over Raw and further establish his leadership as he shapes the future of the product. 4. Storyline development and rivalries. In WWE, decisions that seem harsh or controversial often pave the way for compelling storylines. A banishment could lead to a series of rivalries and tensions that will play out in the coming weeks or months. The former champion, now banned from Raw, could embark on a journey of redemption, trying to earn their way back into the company. This could lead to intense matches with current Raw stars, culminating in a huge return to Raw once they've proven themselves. Banning a top star could serve as a crucial turning point in a larger feud or character arc. The audience would be invested in seeing how this wrestler plans to overcome their banishment, whether they try to circumvent the rules or challenge Triple H's authority directly. It would give the storyline a new level of depth, where the former champion is fighting to regain their position and standing in WWE. Potential fallout and consequences for WWE. A decision as impactful as banning a former Universal Champion would have rippling effects throughout the entire WWE universe, extending far beyond the confines of Raw. 1. Impact on ratings and viewership. The WWE universe has become accustomed to seeing top-tier talent on Raw every week. A sudden change of this magnitude could leave fans wondering how the show will evolve in the absence of a star who is used to headlining major events. The decision could either spark intrigue, encouraging viewers to tune in and see how WWE manages without a top name, or it could risk alienating long-time fans who have followed the champion's journey for years. A ban could force WWE to explore new, creative ways to keep fans engaged, perhaps with more emphasis on in-ring action, character development, or unexpected twists involving other superstars. Alternatively, it could drive fans away if the decision is viewed as a short-term, arbitrary move. 2. Changes in superstar dynamics. The banishment would undoubtedly impact the roster's dynamics. Superstars who previously interacted with or had rivalries with the former champion might have to shift their focus. New alliances could form and existing rivalries could be accelerated. Without the champion's presence on Raw, the playing field would be leveled for younger talent to step into the spotlight, challenging the established order and forcing wrestlers to prove their worth. This shift could lead to compelling new rivalries and opportunities for lesser-known talent to rise through the ranks, much as it did when Triple H made key decisions in the past to push new stars. 3. WWE's long-term creative outlook. A banishment could signal a larger shift in WWE's creative direction. Triple H's leadership could lead to a series of creative decisions aimed at redefining what it means to be a WWE superstar. By focusing on the development of younger talent, creating unexpected storylines, and changing the company's approach to booking, Triple H could influence the way WWE presents its stars and builds its narratives moving forward. The long-term effect of such a ban would depend on how WWE chooses to build and expand its roster in the wake of this decision. The future of the Universal Championship, Raw, and the broader wrestling landscape could be forever altered by this bold decision. Conclusion. In this speculative scenario, Triple H ordering Adam Pearce to ban a former WWE Universal Champion from Raw would be a game-changing moment for the company. It could serve as a pivotal plot device, pushing both the roster and the audience to new heights of intrigue and excitement. The fallout from such a move could ripple through WWE's storylines, affecting talent dynamics, ratings, and creative direction in ways that would reshape the landscape of Raw and potentially WWE as a whole. Whether for a short time or longer, this storyline would mark a bold chapter in WWE's history, one that could create fresh opportunities, rivalries, and drama within the squared circle. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.